What's up, guys? I'm coming to you live from the beautiful state of Washington, specifically in Seattle. So I'm actually here for work, but I'm working on a Friday and it's my first time here. So I decided to extend my trip a little bit to see what the beautiful city of Seattle has to offer. Now, the normal regular version of me would be scouring the internet and covering all these different websites, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, doing my real research to get into the things that I'm going to want to see here in Seattle. But I thought to myself, we're living in the year 2025. So I am going to have Chat GPT plan a weekend trip for me here in Seattle. I've heard that it's pretty good to be specific when you're asking Chat GPT to do things for you. So I'm going to say, plan a weekend trip I'm waiting for it to fill it out right now, and I'm really hoping that we can include clam chowder on here because I love clam chowder and it's perfect clam chowder season here in Seattle in the month of February. Today is Thursday, but I work tomorrow, and then tomorrow night this fun Chat GPT plan will begin. So I'll see you guys in a little bit and we'll get started. So we're starting on our weekend in Seattle, planned by Chat GPT herself, and I picked up a stray. Hello! Hi, stray. Also known as my mother. Where are you at?
I'm in Seattle, where there's Space Needle and Grey's Anatomy is filmed.
Okay, so the first things first that was set on our itinerary by Chat GPT was actually a place called Trove Coffee and Tea, and they happened to be closed, meaning closed,
not
shut
in
down
existence
permanently. So Chat GPT did me a little dirty on that one, so we're gonna skip past that one and head straight to the Pike Place Market. So that's one of like the main touristy things to see and do here in Seattle. So we're gonna check that out, and we're gonna keep going with our itinerary from there. She said, this is how you hold. I said this is an incense holder, and she said no, it's not, because it opens. Hold your weed. It's heavy. This is my sound bowl here.
Look at that. Look at the other side.
You just did it.
I know, I did. It doesn't have anything around.
Have you ever listened to sound bowls and fall asleep? Some hot apple cider. I like that one better. I feel like the Grinch when they feed him the cheese. Passing by what is like the original Starbucks, I think. But the line is absolutely absurd, and I actually don't like coffee. So do you really want to make us go in and wait in this line?
Can I just peek inside it?
Yeah, okay, let's walk by it again. to find ourselves over to the gum wall here, which is exactly like it sounds. It is literally a wall of gum inside of an alley.
That way,
So, unfortunately, we don't have gum to add to the wall. We're gonna chew this gum and put it on the gum wall. Is this like a means to leave your mark?
or you can leave hanging.
But we're still here at the Pike Place Market. Our last mission is to find some clam chowder. However, we're gonna resume our Chat GPT instructions for our itinerary for the weekend. So let's go back into Pike Place Market, find some clam chowder, and see what else the rest of the day has to hold. This is literally one of the best chowders I've ever had. This is what chowder is about. Next up, we were planning on heading to a tea shop. However, when Chat GPT decided to make our itinerary, they didn't include the fact that the tea shop was about 4.5 miles away and closed. So that's 2 for 2 today on Chat GPT, recommending places that were closed today on Saturday. However, we're just gonna skip that one and head straight to the Ferris wheel. So that's next up on the itinerary. For a long time. I'm not a big Ferris wheel person, but we're here and it's beautiful and we're catching the tail end of sunset. Come to this place called Telecom Cafe. I decided to come here. It was recommended by the Chat GPT itinerary for the weekend. However, it is another example of a place that needs reservations. There was one last night as well. It was called the Pink Door, and it didn't have reservations until February, I believe. And the same thing with this place. So I'm recognizing when you're using Chat GPT to make an itinerary, I think I'm starting to understand that it recommends to you the most popular restaurants, which comes with usually a wait time. So being as this is just a random weekend that I'm here in Seattle, maybe not the best of suggestions. So we're just gonna wait here at the Telecom Cafe for a little bit to see if they can accommodate us at the bar. But I'm thinking we're gonna give it another 15 or so minutes so we can get on with the rest of our day here in sunny Seattle. I know sunny Seattle is not a thing, but we've had beautiful weather, so sunny. Now, by request of Mom, this was not included in our original Chat GPT itinerary, but by request of Mom, we're going to take a quick little tour of the harbor. It was about $40 in total, so like an hour, but I figure, you know, she really wanted to come to Seattle. Okay, it's a narrated tour. It's going to teach you all about Seattle and the area around it, so let's go do it.
On the Orca.
To go to get terrified. You'll be 902 feet over downtown, and on a clear day, you can see for 100.
The Space Needle, and that is Mom. Mom, are you excited?
Going to Space Needle. We're going up.
Definitely not the biggest art person, but I will say that this Truly Glass Gardens place is definitely one of the most interesting places and interesting art museums that I've seen in a while. This art is so unique and nothing like I've ever seen. It's all made from 100% glass. The artist was a Tacoma-born artist, and his work has been featured all over different parts of the world, and he has a beautiful exhibit here right next to the Space Needle in good old Seattle, Washington. Headed up to the Space Needle. It was not on our initial Chat GPT list of things to do, but it's kind of iconic. So we're gonna go up. And just like that, after a 30-minute wait, we're on top of the Space Needle. The Space Needle! She's so happy. So a cool option that I didn't make a reservation for, is having a drink at the top of the world. Really not for you if you have a fear of heights. And now we're down here. And now we're gonna go get some food and call it a day on our, call it a weekend, on our Seattle weekend. Chat GPT didn't tell us to do this, but we kind of just vibed it out. Are you happy we listened to us and not Chat GPT for the rest of the day?
We had to go to Space Needle.